Welcome to another video of Marking Scheme Guide series. In this lecture, we will make a comparison between paper number 1 and paper number 2, and then we will see that how many similarities we have in both of the papers. If you want to see the complete structure and complete guide of paper 1, you can check the link in the description box, and also I have provided the link on the top of your screen that you can check. Now, let's make a comparison and see that how many similarities we have in paper number 1 and paper number 2. Now, if you see the right side of your screen, this is our paper number 1. And the chapters we have socialization, identity, and method of research. This is the part of our paper number 1. While paper number 2, if you see, we have only one chapter in our paper number 2 that is called family, right? So we have taken this paper from May-June 2022, right? So paper number 1 from May-June 2022 and May-June 2022 of paper number 2. If you see, this is our course code and we have paper 1 variant 1, and here you can see 2-1 paper number 2 variant 1, right? So paper 1 socialization, identity, method of research, and paper 2 the family, or you can say that this is complete version of our AS sociology. Now if you see the instruction from both of the sides, we have overall or in total 4 questions, right? In paper number 1 you can see we have 4 questions total, and that have been divided into 2 sections, section A and section B, right? So section A we have to attempt all the question, we have no choice, while section B we have 2 questions, question number 4 and question number 5, and we have to attempt one of the question. I mean, we have the choice in our section B, right? If you see over here, we have 1 hour and 30 minutes where we have to attempt our paper number 1 completely, right? Now if you move on to paper number 2, you will see that we have the same timing, so 1 hour and 30 minutes. So you can see so far on that place we have the same structure. We have 1 hour 30 minutes in paper number 1 and 1 hour 30 minutes in paper number 2. Now come on to the instruction. If you see, we have again 4 questions in total, just like paper number 1, right? So again it has been divided into 2 sections, section A and section B, right? So section A we have to attempt all the questions just like paper number 1, and section B we have again 2 questions, question number 4 and question number 5, and we have to attempt either question number 4 and question number 5. Now you can see that basic structure of paper 1 and paper 2 is same, right? Now let's make a comparison that is there any difference in the marks of the questions or not. Now if you see section A, in section A we have 3 questions, right? Question number 1 only contain 1 question, while question 2 and question 3 have two categories, and it have been divided as A part and B part, right? So paper number 1 from section A, if you see, contain 4 marks. We have to attempt this question in 5 minutes, as we already have discussed in the previous video, in the detailed video. Again, if you want to see the complete guide of paper 1, you can check the link in the description box. And here you can see what we discussed in the previous video, that we have to spend 5 minutes on this question, 4 marks question. Now if you come on to question number 2, and question number 2 part A, it contains 8 marks, and we have to spend 10 minutes on this particular question, right? Now if you see part B, which contains 6 marks, so for that particular question we have to attempt or we have to spend within 8 minutes, right? 5 minutes for question number 1, 10 minutes for question number 2 part A, and question 2 part B we have to spend 8 minutes. Now if you move on to question number 3, question number 3 part A contains 10 minutes. So for that particular question we have to spend how much? We have to spend 15 minutes, right? Now if you see the question number 3 part B, we have to spend how much we have to spend 10 minutes on this question. Now if we calculate our total timing, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 23, 15 and 10 minutes, so it's become 48 minutes. So what we have to do, we have to attempt our section A in 48 minutes. Again, if you are confused, you can check the previous video. We already have a detailed discussions on our section A and section B of paper number 1. In this video, we are just making a comparison that how many similarities we have, how much time we have to spend on paper 2 as compared to paper number 1. Now, if you move on to paper number 2, you would see that here we have 4 marks in question number 1. And you can see that in paper number 2, question number 1, we have the same marks. So as both have same marks, so we have to spend equal time. So again, in paper number 2, question number 1, we will spend 5 minutes on this particular question. If you move on to question number 2, if you see over here, they were asking for 2 ways, and here they are asking again for 2 ways. So that's mean the basic structure of the question, second question, part A of paper number 2 again is similar. So if you see the marks again are similar, so again we will spend 10 minutes on this particular question. If you move on to question number 2, part B, if you see they were asking for 2 limitation. Here they are asking for 1 strength and 1 limitation. Again, they are demanding for 2 different things. So if you see the marks of the particular question, again paper 1 and paper 2 are same. So in this question, we will spend 8 minutes. Right? Now move on to question number 3, and question number 3, again the structure is quite similar. So question number 3, part A, we have 10 minutes, just like paper number 1. So in this question, we will spend 15 minutes. Right? Now move on to part B of question 3. You can see that they're asking for using sociological material, give one argument against this view. And they were again, paper number 1, they were asking for the similar things, give one argument against this view. So both of the questions contain 6 marks. So we will spend again how much? 10 minutes. Now you can see that when we will calculate, again it's become 48 minutes. So we have to spend 48 minutes. Either we are attempting paper number 1 section A or paper number 2 section A. So we have to spend equal amount of time. Right? If you have any question, just comment below. I will respond accordingly. Now move on to section B. Now if you see the section B, we have to attempt only one question in given 2 questions. Right? Question number 4 and question number 5. As we already have the detailed discussion that we have to spend 35 minutes. Right? How to spend these 35 minutes? Just again, I will suggest you to go back and watch the paper 1 complete detailed series, that how to invest these 35 minutes in each sections while attempting the question number 4 from sections B. Right? Now if you move on to paper number 2 and question number 4, let's say we are going to attempt the similar question, question number 4, that is evaluate the view that roles in the family are no longer fixed. So these are varies. Right? So again, for 26 marks question, that is not the 26, this is become a complete essay where we have to provide initially introduction, then we have to provide the supportive arguments, then we have to provide some counter arguments, then we will evaluate overall questions, and this is how that's become a complete structure of our question number 4 from section B. So again, just like paper number 1, we will spend 35 minutes on this question. Now if you make comparison, or if you add 45 minutes here and 35 minutes over here, it will become 1 hour and 23 minutes, right? So again in paper number 2, that's become 1 hour and 23 minutes. So this is how we have to adjust according to the number of um, our marks in the given question, right? So now you can see in both of the paper we have seen that there is no difference in the structure of paper number 1 and in paper number 2. We have the similar paper number 1 and paper number 2. That's why we are going to spend equal amount of time in both of the paper 1 we have attempt, let's say, in 1 hour and 20 minutes. Paper number 2 again we will attempt in 1 hour and 20 minutes. 10 minutes we will revise our overall paper and we'll see that any problems or any mistakes if we are making in the paper, we will fix that in remaining last 10 minutes. So this is how you have to adjust your timing in paper number 1, paper number 2. Again, I'm just going to repeat that there is no difference between paper number 1 and paper number 2, the structure of the papers, right? Paper number 1 includes socialization, identity, and method of research, while paper 2 only contains one chapter that is called family. If you have any problem, just comment below. I will respond to you accordingly. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe this channel so you can get the notification of our upcoming videos. And that videos will be related to explain the complete marking scheme guide of paper number 3 and paper number 4. And after that, we will solve all the papers from 2022, 2023, and 2024 year by year. So don't forget to subscribe this channel so you can get all the notification for our upcoming all the videos.